All right, guys, welcome back. We have a great review today. It's a little bit different, but before we get into that, I greatly appreciate all the response that you've given me to the videos. Again, if you can, please, if you're enjoying these, it helps me out a lot. If you please subscribe to the channel, hit the notification, hit the like button, hit the thumbs up, hit the thumbs down if you don't like it. Leave a comment, whether it's good or bad, whatever. It just helps the algorithm, it helps it going. Would greatly appreciate that if you could subscribe. So today I took my 2018 C300 for its first service, the Service A at Beverly Hills Mercedes. And when I asked for a loaner car, they gave me a loaner car, a really dope one. It's like the newest of the new. And I thought, why not? Let's review it. And I've owned two of these cars before. So this is what they gave me. A 2019 C300. Look at this thing. Look how crazy this looks. This looks amazing. And by the way, this is a pretty like standard stock kind of C300. We'll get into that. We'll get into that kind of stuff. Again, so this is a 2019 Mercedes-Benz C300. It's the fourth generation of the C-Class, and the first generation, which replaced one of my favorite all-time cars, which to me was those old school. It was part of the old school Mercedes.
Mercedes-Qualität und Spitzentechnik in einer neuen Dimension. In den Fahrzeugen der Mercedes Kompaktklasse. Eine neue Generation von Automobilen. Voll dynamischer Beweglichkeit, handlich wendig, leicht und sicher zu fahren. Mercedes-Qualität und Spitzentechnik. Verwirklicht in allen Typen der Mercedes Kompaktklasse.
Old school Mercedes, like engineering was top notch, build quality was top notch. It was the 190E. That was one of my favorite Mercedes, and that was a true entry level kind of car. So the first C-Class came out in 1993 and went on for 7 years to 2000. So that was the W202 chassis, first gen C-Class, and their biggest big boy version of that year was the C36 AMG. Now here's the thing that's important to know. That was the C36 AMG, that was the first car after Mercedes-Benz acquired AMG, and it was the first fully AMG car to come out of the Mercedes-Benz factory, because before AMG was a tuner and they built their own cars, but Mercedes would put parts and various things on them as accessories. But this was the first time that it was a standalone. Car. And if I remember correctly, it was a 3.6 liter straight six with 300 horsepower and around 300 pound-feet of torque, which was humongous back in the early to mid 1990s. Then the second generation from 2000 to 2007, and that was the W203 generation. So that was the second generation. And for their top AMG models, they had a C32, which had a 3.2 liter supercharged V6. And then later on, they went to a V8, so the 5.4 liter naturally aspirated V8. Now, also another thing important to know is that these C-Classes run on a 7-year kind of cycle, and I'll get into that. So the first one went from 93 to 2000, the next one went from 2000 to 2007, and then the third generation, the W204, went from 2007 to 2014, and that's when they put that new 6.2 liter naturally aspirated V8 into the C63 AMG. And it brings us to this, the current fourth generation C-Class. So this came out in 2014 as a 2015 model. I actually had it when it first came out as the first the fourth generation C-Class, and I leased that for 3 years, and then I just got a 2018. So I've had two of these before. I'm very familiar with these cars. Okay, so let's get into the different versions of the C-Class that you can get today. So we start with the C300, which is this one. So it's got a 2-liter 4-cylinder turbo, makes 255 horsepower with 275 pound-feet of torque. Now, from the 2015 to the 2018 model year, they all had 200 and, I can't do the math, it's 14. So if it's 255 right now, they had 14 less horsepower, which is 255, 240 something. So we're at 255, and the torque stays the same from last year to this year, and it does 0 to 60 in 5.7 seconds, which is a very, very respectable number to me. Any car that can do 0 to 60 in the 5 range, that is a very, very respectable number. All right, the next model down is the C43 AMG. Now, here's the thing. Some people call it AMG Light, fake AMG. It's not a real AMG. You know, when cars are real AMG, you know, you got Michael Kubler building your engine. It's, you know, one guy's building the engine. It's coming out of the AMG factory. But no, the C43, it's just like any other C-Class. Comes out the regular line, but it's got a 3-liter twin-turbo V6 that makes 385 horsepower with 384 pound-feet of torque. Does 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds, which is very respectable, very, very fast as well. Also, another thing, let's talk about pricing. So the entry level, like the base price to get into a C300 is, when you add options and all that kind of stuff, it goes up. So the C43, that starts at $55,250. Now there's two more models left, and these are the real AMGs. The C63, like that's a real AMG, built by an AMG guy, like put a signature on it. Ooh, look at that. So we got the C63 AMG. So that's got the new 4-liter twin turbo V8, right? 469 horsepower with 479 pound-feet of torque. And it does 0 to 60 in 3.9 seconds. Now here's the thing. The C63, the standard one, starts at $67,000, but you can go up to the C63S AMG, right? It's the same exact engine. It's the same 4-liter twin-turbo V8, but on the S version, you're getting 503 horsepower with 516 pound-feet of torque. And the 0 to 60 is only 3.8 seconds. This is all on paper. This is what Mercedes says. So let's talk about the price difference. So from 67 to 74.6. I cannot do the math. Let me just try real quick. 67 to 70 is 3 to 4. That's $7,600 difference, okay? Now, this is what I want to know. Do you guys think it's worth the $7,000 to go up from 469 horsepower to 503? Again, that's almost 30 horsepower. The torque is 479 to 516. That's 79, 80, 30 something horsepower, but only 1 second quicker, right? Do you guys think it's worth it? And also, what frustrates me a little bit is they're not doing anything special. It's just different tuning. It's all like it's a guy in a computer that makes it go from a C63 to a C63S, but they're charging so much money for it. And I don't know. It is what it is. I guess that's how they make their money nowadays. Okay, so let's go through what options this car has. Okay. All right, guys. Okay, so I spotted something and I have to record it. Look at this. That right there, guys, is hold on. That's a Range Rover with, I believe, a convertible top. Let's get a better angle. Hold on. Or unless he's just got like a vinyl top. I kind of want to go talk to the guy. You know what? We got to go talk to the guy. Let's go talk to him. Okay, you guys, I just talked to the owner. He's got dinner plans with his wife. You guys, look at this. This is a legit Range Rover, and it's convertible. You ready for this? I only got like one piece of information from this. There's only been 2 made in this world, okay? One of them is this guy, so we'll find out who this dude is and why he has one of these, right? And the other one, you ready for this? It was made for the Queen of England. So there's only 2 of these in the world. I've actually never seen anything like this. He wasn't able to show me how the top works, but he gave me his phone number and we're gonna do a full-on review of this car. Look at this. Have you guys ever seen anything like this? Look at this. Wow, this is gonna be interesting. Oh, he's gonna love this. Okay, all right, back to our review. Let's just do a walk around. Let's look at the car, see what we think, and then we'll go into what options this car has, some of the differences between 2018. But let's just look at this thing. Look, I leased mine when it first came out because it looked so incredible. For an entry-level car, these aren't entry-level anymore, but look how great this looks. I don't know. It looks so sharp. Obviously, this got AMG kits and stuff like that, but it's a stunning looking car. One of my best features is the back. I think the back looks great. I think these are great interpretations of modern Mercedes. They look absolutely gorgeous. What do you guys think? Leave a comment below. Let me see what you think of this car. Look, we'll do some angles like this. Okay, so so the 2019, so we talked about a couple of changes. So the engine is the same engine, 2-liter, 4-cylinder. Some computer guy got on there, extracted 14 more horsepower. So we're at 255, but the torque is the same. But the important thing about the torque is you get it almost off idle at 1800, like peak 273, 1800 to 4000 RPM. That's like a lot of torque. That's crazy. 0 to 65.7 seconds. Fuel economy. So I have a lot of experience in this. When you're putting around town, you can get 20. You can get 20 miles a gallon. On paper, this is supposed to get 23 city, 34 highway. Now, I just took my 2018 C300 to Vegas and back, and I just put it on cruise control, like whatever the speed limit was, and I got 33 miles to the gallon, which was dope. So you can get the like over 30 in these. All right, let's go into this, what this car has. Okay, so we talked about the base price. They weren't able to get me the sticker, so I configured one online. So I think I'm gonna be able to tell you kind of like from configure online, like what it has and how much it costs. So the base price is $43,400. That's our standard. That's what we're starting from. The first thing you'll notice is this has the AMG line. Okay, that's a $2,000 option. So it gives you the super aggressive. They're fake, fake air intakes, but looks super aggressive. Okay, now you get the Sport line. Now gets this, which is called the Chrome Diamond Black Grille. Okay. All right, that's that. Okay, you get a sport suspension and sport steering. Okay, you get sport brakes, whatever that means. It's probably a little bit bigger of a diameter rotors. We'll go on the inside to see what the inside stuff is. You get these 18-inch AMG twin 5-spoke wheels. Now, here's just something interesting about this. The first one that I had, I'll try to find some pictures. I had I think the 18-inch wheels, but my tires were way more low profile than these. Now, the only criticism I had of my car, it rode like a mule because the tires were so low profile. But these got like the cool wheels, but it's got the chunky actual tires. So I think this is going to be great going over bumps and not feeling like, hey kid, are you filming me, kid?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have permission, kid.
Yeah, I do.
Fatherly kind of advice. Listen, your kids, all they do is just stare at you as a hero. They want to be you. They want to do things that you do. I'm really lucky that Nyla loves cars and stuff like that. Today we were doing a review and she asked me if she could do her own kind of like review. Let your kids do what they want to do. They want to follow you in footsteps. Arm them with the things they need so they can be better. So this is so cool to me. Like she wants to do this. Okay. Okay, so for $2,000, I think you get all this stuff. Okay, so for $2,000, I think you get all this stuff. Boop. You get the more aggressive rear apron here. You get the side apron here. Okay, what else does it have? Okay, now here's another thing. From the so my 2015 had the xenon headlights. My 2018, unfortunately, does not have any kind of xenon, just regular headlights. But look at this one. This is crazy looking. So I think this is the lighting package. It's $900, and you know what it goes like this, and so it's a $900 option. I'm a headlight guy. I love headlights. I think they're important at night. So I think $900 is not is not bad. Okay, this has, I believe this has the premium package, which is $1,600, right? So that gets you the keyless go. Let's look at the key. Hold on. Okay. By the way, I like these keys. Great key. Mercedes, for the most part, has great keys. Okay, so the keyless go, it's in your pocket, you go, you just start the car. Okay, now watch this. This is called hands-free access. Okay, so you walk up. Let's say you're carrying some stuff. Boop, boop, boop. You walk up, you take your foot, and you go like this. Hold on, I gotta get the angle right. Boom! A little late to the game, but at least they have it. And also another cool thing is you can actually close it like that too. Watch. Okay. And then the new thing, well, actually let's just open it regularly. So the premium package also gives you obviously the power. A CL600 video that I reviewed, but the trunk, you can close it hydraulically from a button inside. But when we actually, what am I talking about? I could just play the video. Okay, I'm gonna play the video right now. But okay, this right here for the trunk.
Right.
Did you know you could actually open the
And
trunk
close.
and close it from
Yeah,
here?
yeah, of
No,
course.
none of the cars do that, right?
Some do, some don't.
Yeah. Okay, here's my question. Does that have a sensor to prevent like cutting off someone's hand?
Well, I think it's more like of a pressure. You want to try it?
You think we should try it?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, let's go. No, but you got to do it from there. Well, and we have audio issues too because this. Look right here. Look. Okay, so.
It's okay. We'll close. I know it closes.
Oh, I see. Okay, hold on.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna see. Don't put your hand there.
Well, how are you gonna do it?
I'm just gonna put pressure.
Oh man! Okay, guys, warning: do not. I was actually gonna put my hand here.
Look. The only way you can stop it, as far as I know, is if you press this and you press the button.
But that's. Okay,
You gotta be.
Try one more time with force. See if it.
It's not.
Oh man!
Hey,
oh, boy.
this system works awesome, to be honest.
Yes. But now, let's see if this does the same thing. Hold on. Okay, so that opens up. Now I'm gonna put pressure on it, see if it closes or shuts or opens. Here we go. So I'm just gonna put my hand here. You guys see that? The CL600 does not do that. While we're looking at the trunk, let's just look at it. These have great big trunks. Do you see the cost cutting here? There's nothing there. Look, you just bare cables. Okay, it's got the ski pass through. It's got this 60-40 split, but a lot of room in here. And okay, let's close that. All right, let's see. Blind spot assist, which I'll show you from the inside. Okay, so keyless go, the electronic trunk closing, the hands-free access, the blind spot monitoring, XM radio, vehicle exit warning. I haven't figured out what that is yet, but that's part of it. Okay, so I think that's it for the exterior. I think it's time. Let's go check out the interior. So as you saw, watch. Let me lock it. I mean, you guys all know this, but you get to the car. You just put your hand here. Doors open, mirrors open up. Okay, let's get in here. Okay. Listen, look at this. Look at this steering wheel. So the cool thing about Mercedes, actually, let's put some AC on. We're gonna die in here. So they got the new button, start button from the E-Class. I'm not sure what other ones have it, but let's start it. Let's get some AC. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, let's do it like that. Okay, so it's the corporate steering wheel, which is amazing. Like the cool thing is your C300 has it, your AMG 4-door has it, your G-Class has it. A lot of cars have the steering wheel, but the quality, man. Look at the quality. Look, when you like, I don't know if you could hear that. Like there's one lump here and another one here. Everything is a positive feedback. You push the button. Okay, and it's got these little, this little like really sensitive. I'm sorry to say it, but it's like a clitoris type of boop, 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 boop. Okay. We'll get into all the features and stuff later, but I just want to show you the quality of this car. Listen, I don't think, you know what, let's talk about the competition. What is the competition for this car, right? To me, I think there's only 3 that make any sense, that put a dent into this car. So you got obviously your 3 Series. That's always going to be one of the rivals, right? Any of those 3 Series. Then you got your Audi A4. That's a direct competitor, right? And then the Lexus IS. I think those are the only 3 like pushing units. And then you got the Jag XE. What else? The Volvo S60, whatever. Like, but I don't think they're real competition. But amongst those cars, none of these. I don't care who you are, what you say. None of them have the interior, the build quality that this has. The wood, all this stuff feels so great. 1, 2, 3 memory. Everything feels great. Heated seats. There's a heated AC. This doesn't have it, and the Burmeister this doesn't have, because I can tell. All the stuff feels really good. Look at that. Whoop. Okay. Door like that. These feel a little cheap, but that's okay. So you got all this stuff. You got the cruise control. This doesn't have any of the adaptive cruise control stuff. I tried playing with it. Okay, back on this. Look at this. Great feel. Everything is great. All the buttons feel really good. If you're familiar with Mercedes, you'll know all this kind of stuff. Got this. Let's see. For change. This is how you go into the different dynamic modes. All right, we'll go for a drive on that later. Okay, this is this thing here. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, we'll play with all this stuff later. Great amount of stuff to put in here. This is where you can connect your CarPlay in here. Oh, that's another thing. For 2019, CarPlay and Android Auto are now standard on these 2019s. Let's see, glove box. Nice glove box. Okay, another option this has is the panorama roof. This is a $1,000 option. All right, let's see it in action. So you go like this. You first got to go like that. This opens up. There's like another area in the back also. Okay, that's a huge piece of glass. All right, so that's cool. Then you got your SOS button when you're in trouble, and then you got this that says me. I'm not sure if you're lonely, they call you, or you're on a date and you want someone to call you to get out of the date. It's something, but there's a me. There's a me and a call. Okay, there's that. Let's see what else in the interior. Okay, you can also get a digital instrument cluster, but the thing is, when you do get the digital cluster, these still are there, but that's just digital. So this is obviously the analog, old school looking Mercedes gauges. This screen, this humongous screen, this is actually part of the multimedia package. So this is $2,600. Actually, the thing is, one thing I don't know is if this is part of the multimedia package or if this was just a standalone upgrade, right? So the standalone upgrade from the 7-inch screen that comes standard to this 10.25-inch screen is $300. If you can, like, it just as an option. But if you have the multimedia package, which is $2,600, it includes that. It includes command and navigation. Now, I tried messing with the navigation. It didn't have navigation, so I don't think this has it. So obviously the 10.25 display, the touchpad, the touchpad controller. Yeah, I don't think this has the multimedia package. I think this just has the upgraded screen from 7-inch to 10-inch for $300. That's a bargain. Absolutely make sure to get that. Okay, so the panorama roof, we talked about that. So with this build, we're at $48,320 from the couple of things that I've added. So the exterior lighting, premium package, and not multimedia, the panorama roof. Yeah, I think 48 grand. Now here's a little secret about Mercedes I'm going to tell you guys. A non-AMG, just regular Mercedes, you should minimum get 18% off, okay? This is what they always tell us. All the employees get 18%. Like when you walk in to get your C-Class, know that you're gonna get like 15 to 18% off, and you should be able to lease one of these a nicely spec like this, you should be in the $500 range. Like, you should be able to negotiate yourself a $500, really nice, fully equipped $48,000, $50,000 C-Class. And if you get like a more basic one in the like mid 40s, something like that, it's $400. You should be able to get. You should be able to get this. Look, that's another cool touch. Old school Mercedes clock here. Now, here's the weird thing about this. Now, you see that the car right there? As you're driving, actually, let me see if I could do it. If I could do this real quick. Hold on. Nope. Oh, yeah. See that? See how I got closer? The graphic, or did it not come closer? Hold on. I want to try to show this to you guys. Okay. You see how the car is now on the screen further away from us? And as we get closer, you see how it came closer? So all this is doing, it's using the radar for the cruise control, right? But it's not giving you the full functionality. It's just letting you know how close a car in front of you is, right? And here's a new thing also, right here, right there. That it's letting you know the lane assist. You're clear to go. So that's a new graphic that's on there. But that's an interesting one. I don't know. Leave a comment below. Would you want this? Do you want to know how close you are to the car in front of you? And I think this system, when you get really close, like you're down to like about to crash, then it kicks in and comes to a complete stop. You got the auto start stop here. You got the volume here, and this power button just turns everything off. Turn it back on. Okay, so let's just go through the sequence of starting the car. You get in the car, you hit start. I hate these. And look, the sticker's still on there. Okay, so you go boop. You go down to D, you see? All right, and then let's go to, let's just go Sport Plus. Okay. Okay, let's go. Now, keep in mind, this is a 2-liter 4-cylinder. We're not gonna have any dramatics. We're not gonna have any crazy stuff. It's just adequate. It's adequate power for what you need. Here, let's go see here. Welcome to Santa Monica's alternative transportations. Okay. And also, once you notice, so it's a 9-speed automatic transmission. And you need Sport Plus to get the most out of this car. So let's just give it a couple of rips here. Not bad. Like, it's not bad. Like, you move, you're going forward, but you're not going to scare anyone. You're not going to get scared. You're not going to lose traction. Here, let's see. Okay, let's do one pull from like 0. Okay, here we go. Ready? Let's do this angle. And the transmission tries its hardest to give you like aggressive, like shifts. Look, it does its best. It's doing its best. That's all we could ask. So Nyla's mom drives the 2018 C300. But you got to realize that's the like demographic for this car. That's who drives the cars. It's people who aren't crazy like us car people, right? Look at this guy, this bike guy. And also, look, you see it's holding the gear. It holds it very well. So when I slam on the gas, look. Look, people get in these cars, grandmas get in these cars, moms get in these cars, you know, students get in these cars. They just leisurely drive around, and like it's more than it's more than adequate. But like I said, it's more than adequate. You get 20, 30 miles to the gallon. Like, what more? What more do you want from this? All right, now let's do some beauty shots.
Always alone. You will always be there. Always alone. You will always be there.